This is a tough, gutty win tonight. Playing our first full game without Magoon. Heide stepped up, played great. Jared played great, and Farrell played great off the bench. Our bigs were really valuable tonight. And so I'm proud of all of them. They all contributed at a high level. And we beat a very good New Mexico team. Last time we played them, I think they got 18 offensive rebounds, and they had 19 extra shots, 19 more shots than we had. And it wasn't quite as bad. They had 12 more shots than we did tonight, and they had 17, I think, offensive rebounds. So this is a good team. Nellie Joseph had 16 offensive rebounds. But I thought we did a good job on him for the most part. We fronted him. We didn't give him any easy catches because he's a dynamic player. So I thought we had a good game plan. I thought we played good help defense. Again, we shot 54% in the second half for the second game in a row. I think we had 20 assists tonight, something like that, maybe 16 to 20 assists, 16 assists. So we're playing the right way offensively. Our offense is catching up to a very good defense, and hopefully that will continue as we play our final 3 games of the season.
Are the assists coming easier at this point in the season with the players having more familiarity with each other?
Yeah, they're playing with each other more. We've waded through some things and, are only running things we're comfortable with now. So they're more comfortable with the offense. Their looks they're getting, they know where to look. They know where the opportunities are going to come. And still, with that being said, players have to make plays. And we had players make plays with the game on the line. So proud of them, proud of the decisions they made against a tough team. We took a team that averages 80 a game and held them to, 65? And I think we held them to 68 at their place. But we couldn't score. I think we had 40-some. So we had 70-some tonight. And don't kid yourself, the home crowd is huge in all these games. You're at the pit, it's a hard place to play. You're at Viejas and the crowd's like this is a hard place to play. And so I want to thank the crowd for the energy they bring to the games, to support their Aztecs, and to help us find a way to get victories here at Viejas.
Coach, what did you make of Donovan Dent's performance tonight for New Mexico? It seemed like a couple of times he was able to drive to the basket, run a couple of acrobatic shots. For some of those that go in, is that just something you kind of just have to move on from?
He's one of the best guards in the country. So we just try to switch his ball screens, try to keep a body in front of a body. And even with that being said, he goes in there and he's an elite finisher. The thing he doesn't do is shoot a lot of threes. I think he's played 90-some games, and 80-some of them he's only made 1 3 or fewer. Unfortunately, we were one tonight where he made 2. And so if he had a few more shots, he started going at the end. So thank God the time ran out. He was really starting to hit a rhythm.
New Mexico is one of the most fast-breaking teams in the country, and you outscored them 16-2 on the run tonight. Was that something you saw as an opportunity or potential to take advantage of?
Yeah, I think as much as maybe it says they had 2 fast break points, I think they had more than that. We were times we couldn't find them. So they're dynamic on the break, and they can get to the rim. They find shooters. When we lost them, they shot it in, and so I was happy with the way we ran. I thought we left some opportunities on the court. We didn't finish as much as we should have, but the first key to the game was make it a half-court game. Don't let them score on the fast break so that we can get them in the half court and help one another, and that's what we did.
We were just talking to the players about with them blitzing the ball screens, finding a rolling post. You guys did that really. I know you worked on that quite a bit in practice. You did that really well.
Yeah, we tried to short roll and hit the guy at the foul line, and that's like the play Heide made. We hit him on a short roll, and I told Jared, he's in the corner and he's spacing the floor, which we needed to do. We wanted to space him, but I told him, think about cutting occasionally, and he made the really good cut, and Heide hit him for the N1 finish, and that was a real important play of the game that, these guys listen, you coach them, and they listen, and he made the play I suggested, and it worked out really well.
What did you see with the way they were blitzing there? You thought that you could exploit that?
Just that we wanted to spread the floor and then hit it at the foul line, and then that our bigs have to make decisions then, whether to drive and finish, whether to kick it, make the one more. So it puts a lot of onus on their decision making, and that's the thing I say about basketball. In football, the most valuable player is the quarterback. You got a really good one, and he has the ball the whole time. In basketball, everybody's a quarterback. They all get the ball, and they all get to make decisions: who to throw it to, when to throw it, where it should go. And so I'm playing with 10 quarterbacks over the course of a game. And so the decisions they make the team look either really good or really bad.
Coach, how important has it been to have a senior leader like Nick Boyd playing his best basketball down the stretch as you guys approach the end of the season, and the tournament's coming up?
Yeah, Nick's a veteran. He played in the Final Four against us. So he's played deep into March. He knows what this time of year means, how much more invested you have to be in late February basketball to set yourself up for a March run. And so he's been a great leader. He brings great energy. He tells the team what needs to be done and how it needs to be done. And I'm grateful to have a leader like that on the team echoing what the coaches are saying.
You said a couple of games ago, you really feel like your team looks fresh this time of year from your depth. I mean, you just see that again tonight. I mean, those guys play, they're not as deep a bench. They play really heavy minutes. It's February now. You just feel like your team's just fresher.
Yeah, our depth has helped us. Now, with Magoon out, it sets us back. And we looked up and they asked me, do you want to take Jared out? I said, no, I'm going to play him the whole half if he can go. And I think I played him the entire second half. I think he played 31 minutes. Bird played 30 and Boyd played 34. So their minutes are going up because the games are important. And not that I don't trust my bench, but these guys, when they're playing well like they are, they're going to play with less rest. And that's, not great all the time. If I had Magoon, it probably wouldn't have been that way. But when you lose a really good player like Magoon, someone else has to step up in their minutes.
Is that where the depth over the season helps because they haven't played those heavy minutes? They can play them now.
Yeah, they're on fresh legs. We don't try to overwork them in practice. We try to do whatever we have to do to get a game plan in, but we're sensitive to not wearing them out, not trying to win the game in practice. We have to win the game when we're playing the game. So we need fresh legs to do that. So we're giving them just enough where we think we get a game plan in, but we don't want to overdo it and keep them out there in practice so they do have good legs for the games.
Coach, the players talked about wanting to essentially bully the bully after how New Mexico handled the interior in the game previously. What did you like from what you saw in the post today, and how much further can be built and sprung off from this?
Yeah, New Mexico is one of the most physical defensive teams you're going to play, and they do it the right way. I mean, they're out there, they're into the ball, they're pressuring the ball, they're physical in the post, and so. I just told the guys, we got big brothered in Albuquerque, and we're not going to get big brothered at home. We're going to come out here and meet some force with force. And I thought we did a good job of it. And that didn't mean New Mexico backed down at all. It just means we did a better job responding to their physicality tonight.
Any more questions for Coach? What's going to be your message to the team after this win? How long do they get to savor it before you start prepping for the final push?
I just told them, take tomorrow, get in for your rehab. Don't be negligent in that. Get your body healed up. And then we're going to spend 2 days of practice getting ready for what we know is going to be a hard game, playing in Laramie. I've been there for 25 years, and I know how hard it is. So it's going to be a hard game, and we will approach it that way. Have nothing but great respect for Wyoming and the job they're doing, and we will go in there with all our energy trying to get another road win.
Nick, outstanding win in front of your home crowd. A lot of you guys stepped up today in the absence of Magoon Glass. What were the vibes like over the course of that game?
Just desperate. The vibes was desperate. It's an important game. Magoon went down. We wishing him a speedy recovery. He's getting well soon, so we'll look forward to having him back soon. And just guys just stepped up like you said, but it was just urgency, and we was just desperate tonight. And we keep that attitude. The sky's the limit.
The guy sitting right next to you brought a ton of energy early in that game. What did you see from him, and how did you guys carry that momentum?
He was just being a dog. Like, he's just out there just ripping rebounds away from. That's one of the best rebounding teams in the conference right there. And we got punked at their place. So, our message was we got to bully the bully, and that's what this guy right here did. And his energy was contagious, and he's the reason, one of the biggest reasons we won today.
Miles, that was about as animated as we've seen you here on the Mesa in Scarlet and Black. Just speak about where that emotion came from for this game and how you were able to, govern it as the game went along to prevent it from taking over.
Preventing it from taking over, you just got to watch yourself. But, I just came from a place of, I wasn't really able to play last game, the first time we played them. So I came with the energy of, let's go punk them, let's go bully the bully, like he just says. So that was my mentality, and that's how I play with. So.
Miles, what was the key to slowing a talented scorer like Nelly Joseph? He was averaging double figures in points. You guys had him at 1 at the half, and he ended with only 6.
Our game plan was to front him, so limit his touches and avoid him from getting any paint touches. So that was the biggest thing. Guards did that as well, so that's the biggest key for us was just guarding him, limiting his post touches, and doubling on the bounce.
What was the mentality like amongst the post players going into this game? Beyond, punching back against the bully, knowing that everybody needed to step up in the absence of a block.
I mean, it's just like you said. We took it as a not like what happened was bad, but we gotta move on. We gotta all be together. We all gotta step up. We can't just be one person. So we came from a place of we love Goon. We gotta work for him.
This is a question for either of you, but of the feelings you guys are feeling after that win, is relief one of them?
Say it again, I'm sorry.
Out of all the emotions you guys are feeling after that win, is one of the feelings relief for you guys?
Oh, not necessarily relief. I'm feeling excited. That's probably the most I'm feeling. I feel excited for the team. I'm grateful for my teammates. We had a gut punch down in Utah, and just to respond in this fashion and play with this much energy and focus is a step in the right direction. And I feel like we played well in Utah, and we had a chance to win. So I think we're trending in the right direction.
In essence, do you feel like your season was on the line at all tonight?
Not necessarily. Nah, I know Ziegler right here. He might know more than me, but I don't know. I don't know.
I didn't read the paper.
I think every time we step out, we should feel like our season's on the line. That's most important, and that should be the urgency now, especially in March. You want to put yourself in the best position to have the best position in March. So, it should feel that way.
So you guys, you were looking for the rolling post a lot more than other blitzing the ball screens. Take me through what the game plan was different than what you guys maybe usually see and how you reacted to it.
They were, like you said, they were blitzing the ball screen, very aggressive on the ball screen. They kind of didn't even leave at all. They just kept two guys on there. So, and they're very active with their hands. So you had to be really careful and pick and choose when to throw that pass to the roll. But we focused on just trying to advance the ball, maybe even to the wing, and then hit the rolling post. So we just picked and choose, and Coach Luss was very not animated, but he was very persistent by telling us that maybe the guy coming off the ball screen might not be able to make the play, but if you get off it quick, the next guy will. And that's what we followed, and that's what we listened to. And the Bigs 8. You see, Miles had a great night, 5 for 7. You see Jared playing his butt off, so it worked. Yeah, Pharaoh too. My fault. Skipped over. Yeah, so it worked.
What did you see on that? What did you see on film? Where did you see those gaps?
I kind of take it back from when we played Houston because they guard ball screens very similar. So just going back, watching film for that was kind of just like test answers and give us a study guide for how us bigs need to catch the ball, look, find other guys because. Yeah, like you said, it's not going to be open on the first pass from the guy coming off the ball screen. So you get off it, look forward. So once you hit the rolling posts, you're right in the middle of the zone, you're right in the middle of where everyone is, so you got options to make plays.
Is it a timing thing? You get to time your roll so that the ball's going to the wing and you hold it a little bit?
Yeah, it's more of just like being in between the ball and the ball on the basket is what I would say.
Take us through that play where you found Jared and you got the end one late. To kind of put the game away. What did you see there? Did you know what the shot clock was and how were you able to stay patient there? Counting down 5, 4.
Yeah, I heard the shot clock, so I was like, I got to find someone. I either got to get a shot up quick or I got to find someone quick. And I saw Jared cutting from the corner and gave it to him. I was surprised they took the shot fake before the time came off, but he got the error. It was great.
Is that something you guys had worked on, finding the second post?
Not as much, but we knew the reads coming in. Just from playing with each other. So I think that's where that team chemistry comes from.
It was a pretty big win tonight, beating the #1 team in the conference so far. Can you both kind of discuss how long you're going to take to maybe enjoy this before you start getting to work on Laramie?
I would say enjoy it tonight, and then we got off day tomorrow. We got to go right back to work. We got 3 or 4 more games to finish out the conference, so we got to finish strong. We got to finish on the bang.
Thoughts, Nick?
Yeah, same thing. It's getting close to March, so you can't enjoy victories too much. So we got a lot more work ahead of us. Like he said, just flush it after tomorrow and then come back Thursday ready to work our butts off.
Miles, when did you find out you were going to start?
At shoot around this morning.
Did it surprise you or did you kind of expect that? I know you guys in practice have been working with a lot of different combinations.
I expected it because of starting when Jared was out. But, if I don't start, I don't have a problem with that. I know Farrell's a great player now, so wherever I'm ready to come play, I'm ready.
Did you know that just based on the scouting report, you were going to get a lot of touches and a lot of opportunities around the rim, and that you were probably going to have to step up?
I wouldn't say I knew that, but I knew that my role was going to be increased because Goon's out. So whatever that took, I took it to heart.